All right, welcome back. Today we're going to learn how to create a model rocket base here with 3 fins. We need to also make sure that our model rocket base has a launch slug attached to it so that it will slide down the guide rod of the launch pad. And then we need some sort of halting mechanism in our rocket, like this guy right here, to basically, this will stop our engine from moving and allow it to give it thrust to the rocket. So let's go ahead and get started. Come over here to File, New, and we're going to go ahead and use a standard inches, okay, .ipt file. Hit create, start a 2D sketch. Let's go ahead and start on the XY plane here. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is come up here to our circle tool, and let's create a circle with a diameter of 0.99 inches. And then let's come back and create another circle with an inner diameter of 0.732. Okay, and that's good enough for now. So let's finish our sketch, and then we're going to extrude this guy a distance of 2.4 inches. Okay, looks pretty good so far. Now let's start a sketch on this face. Okay, I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to create just one fin for now. And to do that, okay, I'm going to get my 2-point center rectangle here, and I'm going to look for that constraint to pop up, and then I'm going to drag it out. About something like this. Okay, and let's go ahead and trim some stuff here. And let's just keep trimming. All right, and then we're going to take our arc tool and we're going to just connect this gap here. And look for that constraint to pop up. Go ahead and click. Okay. All right. Looking pretty good so far. Now I'm going to take my dimension tool here and I'm going to get this hopefully somewhat constrained here, this sketch fully constrained. And I'm going to make that distance 1.56. Okay, and that's just one fin. Okay. Now, let's go ahead now and finish our sketch. And we're going to go ahead and extrude this. Not that way, but let's go the other way. And let's give it a distance of 3.6 inches here. Okay, and that looks about right. Let's go ahead and hit OK. All right, so now we're going to kind of customize our fin here to make it look more like a fin. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a 2D sketch on this guy. All right, and you can, this is where your creativity can come in. You can make it however you want. I'm going to find that green dot right there. Okay, I'm going to find that green dot. Actually, let's do something like this. Let's come over here, sketch out. Let's make sure those coincidence images pop up. Okay, hit escape. Let's dimension this guy with an angle of 50 degrees. All right, and our sketch is fully constrained here. So let's finish it and extrude it. Let's go that way and let's cut it. And we don't need to. Okay, do 3.6 inches there. Okay, we're almost done. Our fin's starting to look a little bit more normal here. Once again, let's come back and start a sketch on this guy. I'm going to take my line tool. Right Yeah, let's come right here. And we're going to come all the way down here to this corner. And well, it's up to you. Like I said, this is where creativity comes in. So I'm going to kind of, let's just make it about right there. And let's drag our line tool up to there to that green dot. And let's drag it over to this green dot. And there we go. Okay. Once again, let's just dimension that angle with an even 27 degrees. Um, Now I'm going to try to make some symmetry here. So I'm actually going to, let me delete that. Let's see what this distance is from here. Project geometry here. Let's see what this distance is from here to here. It's 0.553. Well, one of the things I want to do is kind of go from here to here and make it the same. 0.533. So these two distances are equal. Okay, it just makes symmetry and makes things look nice. So I'm going to go ahead and finish our sketch. I'm going to extrude this guy and go the other way and just to a distance of next. I don't need to cut that far. Hit OK. Okay, and now we got one fin for our rocket here. Looks pretty good. But we need 3 fins. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come on up here to our circular pattern tool. So go ahead and click on it. Okay, we're going to click on that guy, and then that whole thing right there. And then we're going to go rotation axis, that guy. And we don't want 6 of them. We want 3. And it's going to place them symmetrically around that circle and hit OK. And there we go. We have our 3 fins looking pretty good. So our rocket looks pretty good, but we need to just kind of smooth it out here and make it a little bit more aerodynamic. So I'm going to put some fillets on here. Just to make them stronger too. All right. And a 0.125 is a pretty good fillet um, size for this particular feature. So go ahead and hit apply and then cancel. Okay. Looking a little better here. And one of the things I don't think I forgot to mention was, let's see here, this sketch, was that it? Nope, right here. Let's go ahead and edit this sketch real quick. I did not assign this a thickness. And like I said, it's up to you. Obviously, you want your model to be pretty light. So I'm just going to go with let's go with something 0.075. So it's a little bit thicker. Okay, but now we have a problem because, well, it's not exactly centered, is it? So let's come back over here to our dimension tool. Let's make a construction line that comes right through here. And then let's come back to this guy, delete it, and let's go dimension that 0.075 divided by 2. And then right here we'll go 0.038. Okay, and now it's nice and centered. But it shows that our sketch is not still constrained here. So let's see if there's any other possible dimensions that we're missing here. Let's see here. Let's make it from that point. Okay. And then finally, let's go with this guy. Nope, we're good there. And that's probably good. Let's go ahead and finish our sketch. Okay, now our fins are a little thicker and less likely to break, which is something that will happen if you actually launch these rockets. Some of these fins will break. Okay. All right. So let's smooth our rocket out a little bit more here and throw some small fillets on the outside here. Not 0.125. Let's see what looks good here. We're probably looking at something with about 0.03, something small. Okay. I'm going to try 0.34. Let's keep going a little higher here. That's not going to work. And that looks pretty good. Okay. So let's keep going around and do it for every fin. Let's see here. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and hit apply and then cancel. Okay. And it's up to you. You could add fillets down here. You could add them over here. Leave the bottom flat though, because when you go to 3D print it, you want a nice flat surface. Okay. All right. So that looks pretty good so far, at least. One of the things we need to do is add a launch lug. To make a launch lug, let's go ahead and start a sketch right here. Okay. And I'm going to draw out a circle. Somewhere in this general area with a distance of 0.153. Okay, I'm also going to draw another circle here with a distance of 0.25. Okay, and I'm going to project geometry on this outer circle here. Let's see here. And it looks like it's touching right here, but let's see if we can kind of fool around with our constraints, our collinear constraint here to make this guy. No, let's see. Tangent. That. Oop, that. We don't want that. Oh, here we go. Not the collinear. Our tangent constraint. Now we know this circle is right on our outer circle. It's touching here. Okay. And let's see here. Now we can basically we got a dimension there. What we need to do also is dimension the center of the circle to our origin here. Oh, maybe not. Let's just go ahead and trim that distance. Take our arc tool, find that green dot. Okay. And I'm trying to think of what other dimensions we need here. I think we should have that one, yeah. Let's just go ahead and finish our sketch and extrude it. Okay, and we're going to extrude it down the other way. And I'm going to make it, let's see what 1 inch does here. Yeah, roughly about 1 inch looks great. Hit OK. And to secure this thing and make it a little stronger, let's go ahead and do a fillet right there and right there. And let's make it what we were doing before, 0.125. And then hit apply. Okay, and there is our launch lug. This goes on the guide rod on our launch pad to make sure that our rocket, when it launches, it goes in a straight up trajectory, basically. Okay, and that is our launch lug. Looks good. All right, and now we need to add another part on our rocket here so that our cardboard tube can attach to. So we're gonna let's go ahead here and start a 2D sketch on here. Okay, let's take our circle tool, drag out a circle again to here. So it's 0.732 inches. And let's drag another one out here so that it's, well, 0.93 inches. Okay. And let's finish our sketch. And let's extrude this out. Not 1 inch, but we're going to go with 0.67 inches. Okay. And then we're going to add a fillet on here just to give it a nice rounded appearance. So when you slide your cardboard tube on there, it should smoothly, hopefully, go on there. And let's hit apply. Okay, looking good. All right, now I'm going to create a plane offset from this guy about 0.3 inches. Okay, I'm going to start a sketch on there. I'm going to create a little rib feature to basically make sure that our cardboard tube is nice and snug when we go to press it on here. So let's see here. Let's grab our circle tool. And I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to make it slightly so that it extends out to about here. Okay. Grab my other, keep our circle tool. I'm going to keep coming out so that it's right there on that line. Okay. And then we can dimension it. And we can dimension that one. Okay. And let's finish our sketch. And we're going to extrude it now. I'm going to zoom in. And I want to go both ways. Okay. A distance of about, well, 0.03. Looks good to me. So 0.03, hit OK. I'm going to take the visibility off of our work plane. And I'm going to put a fillet on here. Let's see here. I'm going to make it 0.2, maybe 0.3. Looks good. Hit apply. Okay. And now when we go to slide our cardboard tube on, that's going to help create a little bit of a friction to create some tension, and hopefully we'll get a nice, good interference or press fit. Okay. All right. All right, the last thing we need to do is create some sort of stopping mechanism for our engine to rest up against when we launch it, so the engine does not move. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a plane offset from this guy about 0.2 inches. Okay, we're going to start a sketch on this plane. Okay, let's zoom in. And we're going to come over here to our rectangle. We're going to grab our 2-point center. Okay, and zoom in and make sure that you're starting on that line right there. And we're going to drag it out like yay big here. Okay, then let's trim some of this stuff here. Okay, looks pretty good. Let's add some dimensions in here. Actually, no, let's grab our arc tool. Let's find that green dot, drag your mouse over to this green dot, and let's create our arc. And we got to make sure that constraint pops up so we know we're on the line. Okay, and that is our, remember, our collinear constraint here. So yeah, so what we're going to do now is just go ahead and throw some dimensions in here. Let's make that guy about 0.06 and this one about 0.06. And then let's dimension this distance from our center origin here to be about 0.2. Go ahead and finish your sketch. And what we're going to do is we're going to extrude it once again both ways. A distance of about, yeah, 0.15 should work. Okay, 0.15, hit OK. And it looks pretty good, but I'm going to throw in some fillets right here, right here, right here, and right there. And now it looks pretty gosh darn good and complete. Let's hit apply. Let's take the visibility off this work plane since we're done. All right. And then finally, I'm going to add one little fillet here on the end. Okay, I believe it was 0.035. Okay, I'm going to do that on every fin. Let's try that again. Hit apply and cancel. All right, now we have ourselves a pretty gosh darn good looking aerodynamic rocket base. All right, make sure you leave these bottom parts flat because when we go to 3D print them, you want a flat surface here. Okay, and in the next video, you'll learn how to set up this guy to 3D print. And if you get a chance, change the material of your rocket here to ABS plastic and give your rocket base a nice cool color here. All right. Thanks for watching.